What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we will be looking at the brand new AT3 Tactical ARO Mini. This optic was released September of this year, 2024, and AT3 Tactical sent one to the channel for me to try. Let's check it out. Quick unboxing here of the ARO Mini. It comes in this cardboard box. Inside you get the manual, a CR1632 battery, you get a 1-degree shim in case you run out of elevation, you also get a lens cleaning cloth, tools for install and adjustments, you also get 4 packs of screws that are conveniently labeled. That's pretty cool. And of course the optic, which is not in the box because I've already installed it on my TSUS 1911 DS Carry. The M3 by 0.5 screws included with the optic worked perfectly. The ARO Mini is made from 6061 aluminum and comes in the RMSE footprint. It has a 20.5mm window with 6 brightness settings and runs on a top-loading CR1632 battery. It's got a 3 MOA single red dot giving you a 10,000 hour battery life rating. It is not night vision compatible, but it has both manual and auto brightness modes. It is also auto off and shake awake. It will power itself down after not sensing movement for 15 minutes and power itself back on upon detecting motion. It is IPX7 waterproof rated, so no worries if you get some water on it. AT3 offers a full lifetime and transferable warranty on this optic, so if you're not the original owner, you're still covered. The ARO Mini has a very simple single button operation. If on manual brightness mode, one click will increase the setting by 1 until it reaches max level, at which point the dot will blink to let you know that you have reached max brightness. Push again to cycle through the levels. To set the optic to auto brightness, which will adjust the brightness level depending on ambient light, hold the button for 3 seconds, dot will blink and go into auto brightness mode. To go back to manual brightness, hold for 3 seconds and the dot will blink and go to manual. Hold the button for 5 seconds to power the optic completely off. Granted, the ARO Mini is designed for concealed carry, a full turn at 10 yards on the adjustment will move your point of impact 4 inches in either direction desired, meaning a quarter turn will move your point of impact 1 inch, again at 10 yards, which is a common zero distance for EDC. The adjustments are not tactile or audible, but the turret can be set anywhere on or in between the hash marks for a precise zero. I'd like to mention that I had to slightly modify the optic for it to fit the TSUS slide. The mods made were exclusively for the proper fitment of this ARO Mini on this TSUS 1911 DS slide. Of course, I used blue thread locker and torqued the screws to TSUS specs. I also witness marked the screws for a reference point in case the screws start to back out. With a flat file, I had to slightly file the rear bottom part of the optic's base. I also had to open up the optic's recoil post holes with a Dremel rotary bit for the bosses on the slide to fit. Very easy to do, but without the mods the optic would not fit correctly and there would be a very noticeable gap between the optic and slide. I'd like to point out that before the mods, I also tried the Mini on a PSA Dagger micro slide. Although it fit, there was still a slight gap between the optic and slide. Unsure why, since the micro Dagger slide is on their compatible slides list. Zeroing the optic was quick and only took a few rounds to get it dialed in at 15 yards. I'm not a fan of the auto brightness mode on any optic for that matter, so I was on manual setting number 5 and it was playing bright in these sunny desert conditions. Even though the optic only has 6 brightness levels, I believe they are very well balanced. I've mentioned before that thankfully my eyes are still pretty good and I didn't notice any distortion, blur, or any tint to the glass. It's actually pretty clear. Picking up targets was quick and easy with the crisp and clear 3 MOA dot. This tells me this optic is well rounded for both EDC and regular range use. One downfall, however, might be the small 20.5mm lens, but keep in mind this optic was designed for EDC and the lens on the Holosun EPS Carry, 507K and 407K are actually a bit smaller going off numbers. Overall, the optic performed very well, the screws did not back out at all, and it held zero on this forged steel 2011 style pistol. So performance-wise, it definitely has it going. It is also aesthetically pleasing, however, not a fan of the branding on the side, but I do understand why it's there. In conclusion, it's a pretty solid optic, packed with features, easy operation, and coming in at an affordable price point. It's going to stay on this 2011 style pistol, especially after it's been modified to fit this slide. I plan to get the Holosun EPS carry for this thesis, but now not so sure since the ARO Mini has been solid and I really like it. That is my overview on the AT3 Tactical ARO Mini. I hope you found this video useful, entertaining, and or informative. Huge thanks to AT3 Tactical for sending it out and their continued support towards my channel. Don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Catch you guys next time.